What's up, everybody? Dr. Vong here. Happy Saturday evening. This is October 24th. Important these days to give the date because the news of the coronavirus absolutely always changes. If you're new to me, I'm a retired bariatric surgeon, author of 13 books. But I talk a lot about coronavirus. Why? Because the number one risk factor for poor outcomes with coronavirus is actually morbid obesity. It's not high blood pressure, not diabetes. But I want to hop on real quick and tell you why the spike in cases here in the United States and in Europe is not due to more testing. And logic. It's not even that hard. If you don't have to be super smart. Clearly, this is a non-political post. I just want to explain the idiocy of some of the comments and responses that I get and I see people make, and just explain this in a very simple way that's easy for everyone to understand. First and foremost, our increase in numbers is not due to the fact that we are testing more. I promise you, that is not the problem. All right. And I'll get that into that here in a second. So do me a favor, share the broadcast. Let's get some people in here. While we're waiting on some people, tell me where you're watching from. You can fast forward to about the 5-minute mark if you're watching this on the replay, because that's when I'll get started. But M. King is watching on YouTube from Tennessee. Jackie Wells, what's up? Peyton Morris watching from Houston. I'm here in Houston. Look at that. Popcorn, bonjour from France. Love France. I love Paris. You guys are in trouble too. Marianne Johnston's from West Virginia, Portland, Oregon. What's up? I hope the fires have calmed down. Canada's in the house. Shannon Edwards, stay warm. Sydney, Australia, one country that's doing it right. Colorado, Julianne, please stay safe from the fires there. Let me see. Oop. Tammy Goularte, what's up, girl? You looking good? How are you doing? Albuquerque, New Mexico's in the house. I'm in Houston, too. Look at that. Hey, Margaret Bird, hope you're doing well. Tiffany Garcia, Pueblo, Colorado, stay safe. Amy Yockov in Fort Worth, Texas. Another Fort Worth. Wow, look at all these people coming in here. New York State, Rhonda Oster's in the house. Lee Bailey, what's up? I'm in Houston. Francesco Udeman, look at that. See, I told you I was internationally famous. There's Renee Gerritsen from the Netherlands watching. Here we go. Manhattan is in the house watching on YouTube. You're about to get hot up there. Georgia, Jesse Rue, what's up? I saw Florida. Where's Florida? Where did Florida go? Here, if you're watching from Florida, you guys are going to be in for a hurricane next week, maybe. There's a good chance it's going to form, so be careful. Michigan, man, stay safe up there. Tennessee, Maryland, hot spot for sure. New Hampshire, hopefully you won't get that second wave. Stay away from Boston area. Salt Lake City, Utah, Mary Beth, you are in trouble. It is hot, hot, hot. Hurricane Alley, be careful, Daryl. El Paso is hot, Araceli. El Paso's hot. Philadelphia is about to get hot. Nichelle Smith, stay safe. New Zealand, one country with a strong leader who did it right, and your life is going back to normal. UK, be careful, Dorota. UK is in trouble. Corpus Christi, Texas. I might make a trip down there. Jessica Torres, I grew up in Longview, Texas, not Longview, Washington. All right. What's up, Emily? All right. So, Wisconsin's in the house. Cheesehead, man, I'm telling you, your cases are trouble. I want to talk about some science, just some simple numbers. San Antonio's doing pretty good. Arizona, be careful. You might get a second wave. Let's see. Greetings from Alaska. Michigan's in the house. Amber Christine, look at that. Awesome. We're in trouble. Our ICUs are full in Salt Lake City. I'm telling you, Malaya Church, stay safe. Be careful. Montreal, Quebec, Canada is in the house. Joyce Powers is watching from Virginia. All right. We got 20 more seconds of hello. Oh, I thought I saw Longview, Texas again. Albuquerque. I used to be director of in Albuquerque. There you go. Longview, Texas. All right. Ottawa, Canada. Canada, you guys did it right, man. Your numbers are low. I know they're going up a little bit, but you're going to be all right. We're going to talk about that. Southern California, look at that. Awesome. Hi from Ohio. Be safe out there, boy. Be careful watching on YouTube. India's in trouble, doctor. India, the numbers are coming down though. So Danny, Shannon watching Australia. Hello, Danny. Hope you're doing well. Rockwall's in the house. All right, we're ready to go. Okay. Hi, guys. I'm Dr. Duck Vung. I'm a bariatric surgeon, retired. I've been retired for 2 years now. Geez, time flies, right? But I've written 13 books. I've trained surgeons. I've helped thousands of people. Why is a bariatric surgeon talking about coronavirus? It's because the number one risk factor for poor outcomes from coronavirus is not diabetes, it's not age, it's not hypertension, it's actually morbid obesity. So this disease directly affects my following. So what I had to do was read up a lot on virology, I had to reconnect to the news because I haven't watched the news for over 10 years, and try to learn about what's going on. So what I do realize is that we have politicized this virus. We have politicized mask wearing. I can't wait for this election to be over. I don't care who wins. I don't care your politics. But what I do is I care about you. I care about America. I'm a Vietnamese immigrant. I'm one of the Vietnamese boat people. Couldn't speak. My father came over when he was 36 years old. I was 6 years old. We are the American dream. My dad retired 16 years later. Independently wealthy from real estate, and I went on to med school and started my practice. Lost everything at the age of 36 because of 2008, and retired 9 years later. So I'm actually retired. There's nothing fishy. I had enough. I was director of bariatrics for a 3-hospital system in Albuquerque. I was the busiest bariatric surgeon in the state of New Mexico, one of the busiest in the Southwest. And I built a big social media following and sold enough books that I could walk away. And so I did. It's enough. It's enough. So I'm the American dream. I am an American. I'm an American citizen now. I got my citizenship. So no, you cannot fucking deport me. You can't report me. But we want to talk about the craziness that is taking over our country. Now, listen, I love this country. I do. I wouldn't be anywhere else in the world except for this country, right? America is the only country with the word dream after it. It's only an American dream. There's no Chinese dream. There's no Vietnamese dream. There's no European dream. It's only an American dream. And I am the living American dream. So, and I want that for you. And in order for you to get that, you got to stay safe. So let me tell you about how we go about staying safe. Okay. First of all, we got to get our head out of our asses. Get our head out of our asses. That's number one. Okay. Yesterday, October 24th. Today's the 24th, October 23rd. U.S. had almost 85,000 cases. Okay. And I want to talk about this. October 23rd, 85,000 cases in the USA alone. This is ridiculous, right? This is ridiculous. When we started this, our leadership kept saying this was going to go away, no big deal. And I'm telling you, that's not the case. And even in July, when we opened up too soon, if you really want to know what happened, is we reopened too soon. Yes, I get it. I get that we are frustrated. I get that we locked down. But when you talk to Uncle Billy, just tell him we reopened too soon, right? If we had just held on for one more month and 6 more weeks, if we had just held on for 6 more weeks, made it through, we would have gotten at least half a summer in. We would have gotten half a summer in, just like Europe got a full summer in, and then we would be starting a second wave. We would be starting a second wave at 100 or 200 cases like UK, France, and Spain. And the fact that our leadership, uses statistics and says, well, look at Europe. Europe is a disaster. No, they're not. They're in a second wave because they got over their first wave. We're in a disaster because we are in our third peak, not our third wave. We're in the third peak of our first wave because we never got our head out of our asses. We never got these numbers down. This is a travesty. When in July, I left Houston because Houston became a hot spot. I went to Albuquerque, spent July in Albuquerque, and then the numbers didn't get low enough. So I'd spent a camping trip for 2 weeks, all through Wyoming, where cases were low. And I tested myself with my rapid test here. I get results. I test myself regularly. And I was able to have a half decent summer. Right. And then we were panicking because the numbers got up to 75,000 cases back in mid-July. And we came back down to about 40,000. And now we're back to fucking 85,000 cases yesterday. If that does not piss you off. Now, listen, some people watching this new to me are like, oh, I was just about to hit share, but he is so unprofessional. Well, fuck, welcome to the show. You must be new around here. You know, like I didn't like it. I grew up in little East Texas with a bunch of cowboys and rednecks who thought I should go back to my own country. So, whoa, surprise. I thought this was the land of milk and honey and like we were all welcomed here and give me your poor and your downtrodden. Apparently that wasn't the case. Well, fucking welcome to the show here. I mean, how has being not cussing worked out for Dr. Fauci? How has being professional worked out for Dr. Fauci? How has like sticking to the script worked out for us so far? Damn. For peak's sake, Uncle Billy, wear a mask. The virus does not care how you vote. The virus does not care about your political leanings. The virus does not care if you're educated or uneducated, if you're poor or you're rich. It's coming for you. Novel means new. The fact that I have to tell you novel means new tells you we have a problem with our education system. There is no immunity to this. If you're going to catch it, if you come in contact with, you're going to catch coronavirus. It's novel. It's new. Now, we've come to learn in the last 6 months, it's not a death sentence. So, for all the people who are like, what's the big deal? 97% survive. That's a 3% die. 3% is a huge number. Huge number. Well, you shouldn't be doing bariatric surgery. That's risky. These are the same assholes who sit there and think bariatric surgery is risky. And then they scoff at 3% death rate. Bariatric death rate is like 0.01%. And they're telling you not to have bariatric surgery because it's risky, but then they're blowing off coronavirus because it's only 3% death rate. This is the stupidity I have to deal with. That's why I fucking cuss so much. It's so irritating. It is so irritating. Listen. If you've had bariatric surgery, watch this. Put a 1 in the comments section. If you've had bariatric surgery and somebody told you, why do you want to do that? That's risky. Are you sure? I knew somebody who had bariatric surgery and they died. Well, the death rate for bariatric surgery it's about a gallbladder. Have you had your gallbladder taken out? It's the same death rate. It's safer than a hip surgery, but you want your mom or your grandmother to have a hip surgery. Bariatric surgery is safer than that. Death rate of bariatric surgery is about 0.01% or less. And yet these fuckers are telling you it's risky, and yet they scoff at a 3% death rate, 4% death rate. We are currently in America sitting at a 4% death rate. At one point, France was sitting at a 20% death rate, and the US was sitting at an 18% death rate. And these are the same fuckers who tell you, oh, this is overblown. Oh, this is hype. See, they don't understand simple math because their head is so far up their asses. Let me tell you, this has pissed me off all day long. I couldn't even enjoy my UFC fight. I was so pissed off. This is so stupid. 85,000 cases, right? I want to explain to you why this is not due to more testing. So get it very clear, okay? This is not, let me write that down before I get too upset. This is not due to just more testing. Now listen, if you are guilty of this, if you know somebody who has said this comment, if you know somebody, put a 2 in the comment section because this is number 2. Put a 2 in the comment section if you know somebody who has said this. Oh no, the cases are high because we do more testing. They are parroting our leadership. They are parroting what the current U.S. president is saying, right? No, we do more testing than anybody in the world. It doesn't matter if you do more testing. If there are no cases out there in the community and 0% of the tests came back positive, you'd have 0 cases. You could test all the fucking you want. You could test over and over and over and over again. If there are no cases in the community, it would come back 0. So the fact that you test more than anybody else is not a big fucking pat in the back, and it's not a get out of jail go card, and it's not to somehow dismiss the science behind this. This is ridiculous. This is so stupid. It's so dumb. Oh, our numbers are only high because because we test more. If you have a relative who has said that, or a friend who has said that, put a 2 in the comments section, because the next thing I'm going to tell you is you need to quit being friends with them. You need to block them on Facebook. You need to quit going hanging out with them. You need to stop inviting them over to dinner, because that shit is going to infect your thinking. That's the problem. It's more contagious than the coronavirus. Is the stupidity. Stupid thinking is more contagious than the coronavirus. This is ridiculous, right? If you tested 1 billion people and only 1% of the population was positive, you'd have a much lower number. If 0% was positive, then you'd have 0 cases. It doesn't matter how many you test. So what matters is number 3. What matters is positivity rate. Okay? What matters is positivity rate. And the fucking reason why these numbers are going up is because our positivity rate's going up. You can test all you want. If that rate stays 0, you don't have coronavirus. But our neighborhoods, our cities are going up to 20, 23%. There's a number right now. Madison, Wisconsin is 23%. This summer in July, the reason why I got my ass out of Houston in July was the fucking positivity rate got up to 25%. That's 1 in 4. 1 in 4 people. I have to tell you that because people don't know what 25% means. That's a quarter. You know, $1. Do you even know why they call it a quarter? Because 4 of them make up $1 bill, you Nimrod. 4. 1 in 4 quarters. That's what a quarter means. You have $1 if you have 4 quarters. 1 in 4 people was testing positive for coronavirus. Who went for a test. 1 in 4 was testing positive. That's why I got my skinny Asian ass out of Houston. Because eventually you're gonna stay in the oven. You're gonna eventually get cooked. Dude, get out of the hot spot. That's what 25% means. So the positivity rate's going up. That's why we have high numbers. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's why we have high numbers. So tell Uncle Billy it's the positivity rate that matters. It's the positivity that matters, Nimrod. 85,000 cases. Oh, because we have more testing? No, Aunt Sally, it's because more people have it. That's the problem. That's why you need to take this seriously. Well, I don't know anybody who's had coronavirus. What is wrong with you? Well, my son got it and my mother got it and they were sick for 8 weeks, but they got over it. What is wrong with you? You got fucking lucky. So what if you drove home drunk and you got home drunk? Well, you see, I drove home drunk. I didn't get caught. It's just a matter of fucking time. What's it gonna take? So then on his 3rd DWI, he kills a family of 4. Oh my God, I can't believe it. You can't fucking believe it? He's been driving drunk this whole time. He just didn't get caught. He just didn't wreck his car. Oh my God. What is wrong with people? This is ridiculous. You know, you get there, you get some people who go, oh, I don't know anybody who got coronavirus. This is overblown. I can forgive you. And then you got Nimrods on this page going, oh my God, my son had it and he got over it. My mother had it and got over it. It's overblown. My mother had it and she's 65 years old and she recovered. Our president recovered. This is way overblown. That's a special level of stupid. That is, you know, you had sex without a condom, 5 times. The statistics show the 6th time you're going to get her pregnant, dude. That's just the numbers. You got away with it 5 times. And then your poor brother had it the 1st time and he got her knocked up. I mean, what is wrong? This is stupid. Oh, I don't know anybody. Are you kidding me? My mom had it and she didn't die. Oh, and this one really fucking gets me. Well, they're all nursing home deaths, Dr. V. What is wrong with humanity? That is someone's mom. That is someone's grandmother. Their death is no less like a loss because they were nursing home. Oh, if you factored out the nursing home, then it's much lower. We shouldn't be shutting down. What is wrong with this country? Jesus fucking Christ. Like, for Pete's sakes. That's why people don't know what a quarter means. You have 2 arms. All right, here, do something. Do something for me. You have 2 arms, 2 legs. Which one are you wanting to give up? Which one would you like to give up? You want me to chop off your arm, 1 arm, or chop off 1 leg? Which one do you want to give up? Oh, I don't want to give up either one. That's what fucking 1 in 4 means. That's what 25% positivity rate means. 1 in 4. Jesus Christ. Good Lord. Like, this is what happens when we skip math class and when we play hooky. And we say we dumb down math. We dumb down science. We make fun of, we bully the nerds. This is what we've come to, guys. It's the positivity rate that matters. Jesus fucking Christ. All right, I am going to re-edit this video. And I'm going to bleep out all the fucks. No, I'm not. Just kidding. I'm not. But I will cut it down. And I'll put it up on YouTube. And you can share this fucking video for all your fucking Uncle Billies and Aunt Sallies and Karens of this world. Jesus Christ. All right, number 4. God damn. Hospital rates are going. Hospital rates. See, I was going to change this, but I'm not going to change this because hospitalization rate is the proper term. But the fact that you have to add ization is oh, that's too long of a word. I don't understand it. So I'm just going to keep it at hospital rates. You understand hospital, right? Hospital rates are going up. Hospitalization rates are going up. Getting admitted to the hospital is going up. Your ICUs are being overwhelmed. Your COVID hall has now turned into COVID floors. Your COVID wings of hospitals are turning into entire COVID hospitals, guys. That's what hospitalization means. You're getting admitted to the hospital. These rates are going up. That tells you it's bad. That tells you we made ventilators. Fuck. Hey, call them back. Say, hey, we want our ventilators back. We're about to need them. We're about to need our ventilator. Hello. I know I said you could borrow our ventilators, but we really need them back now. What is wrong with people? Dude. I got a cure. No, you don't. It's not a fucking cure. I'm stronger than ever. No, you're not. God bless it. Man. We're ventilator capital. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. We're running out of... Listen, it's not just a matter of ventilators, guys. It's your nurses. It's not even your doctors. God bless your doctors and your pulmonologists. You know how expensive it is to train an ICU intensivist. We're down. We're out of ICU intensivists. We're down to pulmonologists. We're calling in pulmonologists who super specialize, and all they're doing is seeing asthma patients. Now they're starting to have to come into the hospitals, ventilators. We have anesthesiologists who are now having to run in ventilators. We're starting to have to ask ER doctors, sleep study doctors. We're having to call, general surgeons, trauma surgeons are having to like brush up on ventilator settings and the data, because what we said early on doesn't apply. We've learned you can't be adding high peak pressures and PEEP. Like, you can't do that. We're blowing out lungs. Oh, you see what happened? See, even the doctors said it's called fucking science. What's wrong with you, Uncle Billy? The doctors didn't know what they were doing. See, they killed people unnecessarily. What is wrong with you? We figured it out, and quickly. We had to share shit on Facebook and social media, and we were up all night. We were reading papers. We weren't even peer reviewing papers. We were sharing links. We created websites so that we could disperse information quickly. That's how we fucking got onto this whole hydroxychloroquine shit and zinc shit and vitamin D shit, was because these people up all night or at the end of their shifts we're online talking about, hey, we tried this. That's how we got dexamethasone. It wasn't from fucking leaders, politics. It was the ICU doctors, and they're sharing information online. And so what? We got some of it wrong. That's called fucking science. It didn't work. Get over it. Hydroxychloroquine doesn't work. The data on remdesivir is out. Oh, but it just got FDA approval. So what? They went through the motions of approving it way before this interim study from World Health Organization came out that said no. And who knows what the fucking political pressures are on? If you don't think that there are political pressures on the leadership of the FDA to approve remdesivir, at least one fucking treatment before this election, then you're losing it. There was no need to give FDA approval. It was already on the EUA list. This is a symbolic gesture. I promise you, man. Dude, real talk. Hello. Hashtag real talk. Y'all do me a favor. Hashtag real talk with Dr. V right now. Dr. V's pissed off. Oh, but the deaths aren't going up. You just wait. Dude. Let me tell you something. You are right. I will do a video tomorrow about why the death rates are not going up as quickly as they were. One, we've learned shit. We do have treatments. We do know to oxygenate. We do know to start people on dexamethasone and inhalers. And we do know to try to prolong ventilation. And yes, so our treatments are better. We do know to start on vitamin D. We do know to start on steroids. We do know to try breathing treatments. We do know to try to have them lay on their tummies. That's what prone position means. Lay on your tummies. God damn it. So one, we have better treatments, but two, this is the age drop, right? The older population aren't Nimrods, except for leadership, except for our current president, whose ego is just driving this. I said it wasn't going to be political, but you got to admit, this is stupid. But the generation that's like 65, 70, 75, they did what doctors told them. They grew up in a time when they would listen to what their leadership did. So they listened to one leadership, they have one outcome. They listen to another leadership, they have a different outcome. They listen to their doctors, they have a different outcome. What we're seeing now is the frustrated 40-somethings and 30-somethings that are freaking out because they're losing their job, and rightfully so. I'll get to that. They're panicking for their job, they're frustrated, etc. You got the 30-year-olds who just want to get their dicks wet, got to go to bars, got to like hug up, got to like try to like look at how tough I am, the 20-year-old college somethings that believe like, oh, I'm strong, I'm immune. And yet we've got 28-year-olds and 30-year-olds and 12-year-olds dying from this. But it's rare. But what if it's your daughter, dickhead? Just because it wasn't your daughter, what is wrong with you? Where's the humanity in this? So yes, they recover more. Yes, I get it. But eventually, they're going to pass it on to grandmother and mom, who's been trying to do right, who's been trying to social distance, who's been trying to stay home. But you got to go to your bar. God forbid you've missed one season of football. Lord forbid. Really? Come on. What is wrong with you? So the death rates aren't climbing because we have better fucking science and treatments. And two, it's younger people because the older ones are scared to death because they're losing loved ones. So now you have these younger people. And number three, just because you don't die doesn't mean it's not bad. We have studies now that are starting to come out. 50 to 60% of people have sequela. Let me spell that out for you. S-E-Q-L-A, sequela. That means lasting effects, motherfucker. That means brain fog. That means tiredness. That means I can't think. I forgot my focus. Why did I walk in this room? That means I used to run and I can't run. I used to be a cyclist. Now I can't cycle. I'm tired. I'm 4 months into this and I'm still tired. That's what sequela means. It means inflammation of the heart because we have MRI studies showing young people with inflammation of their heart. Chronic conditions, sequela, 50 to 60%. Just because you didn't die doesn't mean this is not bad. Tell me the sequela from catching the fucking flu. Name a sequela from catching the flu. This is just a bad flu. Tell me a sequela from catching the flu. Nada. Zip. Except embarrassment when your wife finds out what a big pussy you are because you can't get off the couch. Bring me some soup, honey. I can't go. Good God, man. What is wrong with you? Jesus. This is a serious pandemic. This second wave's going to be bad. Let me do the fucking math for you. These death rates will climb because the positivity rate's going up. And even if your death rate goes down, let's say the death rate's going down, Dr. Fong. From what? 4% to 3%? Good for you. What's 3% of 100 million? Because you guys keep going that way. We got 8 million cases in America. We are heading like a rocket ship to number one, like a fucking Beatles album, man. We're heading to number one. 9 million's right around the corner. 10 million's right around the corner. With a 3% death rate, that's 300,000 people. What is wrong with you, Uncle Billy? So what? So what? The death rate will go up, but the number of positivity rates is so high. The death count, the final death toll is going to be like mind-boggling. And yet you're still going to have dickheads out there who don't believe it, who thinks that this is going to go away number 4 on November 4th. Dude, do me a favor. Get off this fucking feed now. Jeez, do us all a favor. Do us all a favor and go to one big ass rally and just stay there. Just stay there. Don't come home. Let me tell you something. You want to know? Who wants to know? Put yes in the comment section if you want to know why the Midwest in the United States went hot. Why the cases in the Midwest went hot. Put a yes in the comment section if you want to know why the cases in the Midwest, this North Dakota, South Dakota, Chicago is going up. Put a yes in the comment section if you want to know why the Midwest is on fire and red as fuck. I'm going to tell you. Here you go. Ready? I have one word for you. 2 words. Fucking Sturgis. fucking Sturgis bike rally. 3 words. I was going to take my daughter, my family, to see Mount Rushmore the first week of August, second week of August on our road trip. And then I find out, wait, somebody said, Dr. V, that might be Sturgis bike rally. I had to look it up. I was like, sure, fuck sure. Why are they holding this Sturgis bike rally? Now listen, some dickhead's about to write, you can't prove that their cases came from Sturgis. Nobody, no science, there's no studies that show. You tell me another event with 250,000 people with very few masks, drinking and partying. Come on. It has nothing to do with your lifestyle. I have nothing against your leather chaps, Uncle Billy, your assless chaps, gross, with your pot belly stick. I have nothing against your leather vests and assless chaps. I don't care if you want to ride your bike. It was just irresponsible, is my point. But Dr. Fong, you can't prove it. Where Sturgis is like a town of how many people are in Sturgis? A town of what? 5,000, 10,000, 15? I don't even know. 10,000, 15,000 people? 250,000 people descended on Sturgis from all over the country. Did they stay in Sturgis? Let me ask you a question. Did they stay in Sturgis? No. They went back to fucking Chicago. They went back to fucking Milwaukee, Minneapolis. They went back to Wisconsin, to Madison. They went back to Colorado, Salt Lake City. They went back to Missouri and St. Louis and the heartland of America, baby. They went back to California. They went back. Come on. They took it back. But there's no studies. You get, because you're, because you won't you can't even do contact tracing. Good God. It's very simple. What's the problem? What's the problem? The problem is the answer is not very sexy. The problem is it's mask, it's social distancing, it's washing your hands. It's not hanging out with a bunch of people in indoor closed quarters. It's not good. It's not good. It's not sexy. I wish I could tell. Let me tell you, sexy. Oh, well, you know, these mad scientists in this laboratory came out with a super cocktail of antibodies, and I injected it in my arm, and I feel like Superman. I feel like Superman. That's sexy. Whatever. I wish it was like a movies. I wish the world was about to end and then suddenly we figured it out and we blew up the asteroid and we found the formula and we injected ourselves and we no longer became zombies and we conquered it and we defeat the gorillas and the monkeys and we somehow overcame the aliens and we infected the aliens with our Apple software. I wish it was that sexy, but it's not. It's face masks and soon to be face shields, social distancing. It's like buckling up. It's adulting. It's washing your hands. It's not sexy. It's frequent testing. It's frequent testing. If you are going to be a dissenter, if you're not going to agree, if you want to party, if you want to get together in your frat house, if you want to go to the club, if you want to go to the beach, I've had it with this. I am so over it. Karen, if that's you, then just at least get a fucking test. At least test yourself. At least test yourself repeatedly so you can even say, I'm negative for now. For now, I'm negative until one of my risky behaviors gives me the virus. And it doesn't fucking matter if it's HIV, coronavirus, STDs, syphilis, herpes, condylomas. Your risky behavior has consequences. It doesn't care about your politics. It doesn't care if you're a red state or blue state. It doesn't care how you vote. It doesn't care the day on the calendar, i.e. November 4th. It just cares about your risky behavior. Drink and drive, and eventually you're going to get caught. Eventually you're going to cause trouble. Hit her one too many times, and eventually bad things are going to happen. Play with fire one too many times, and eventually something will happen. Spin that cartridge enough times, and eventually something bad will happen. Hang around with dickheads and naysayers and people who can't do simple math, and something bad will happen. Hey, listen, I love you guys. I will edit this one down. I kind of liked it. I hope you'll hit share. Not your friend share, not Sunny and share, but the share button. Prayers and blessings to our first responders, our doctors, our nurses, our lab techs, even the girl or the guy who's checking you in the hospital. Be safe, you know. But I will tell y'all, as how I like to end every video, they are not on the front lines. Stop saying they're the front lines. I love our nurses and doctors, but they're not the front lines. They're the back lines. Well, if that's true, Dr. V, then who's the front line? You and me. We are the front line. How we behave. Karen's the front line. Uncle Billy's the front line. How we behave, how the common person behaves, dictates what happens with this virus. What you're seeing now is a reflection of our bad behaviors for the last couple of months. That's what you're seeing. We are the front lines. Our hospitals and nurses are the back lines. They're the defensive lines, right? And they're going to get overwhelmed if we let too many bad people, zombies, aliens get through the front line. Y'all understand? Prayers and blessings to everybody. Let me know if you want a COVID rapid test. Test yourself. $50 a kit. Home test. You test yourself. You don't have to sit in a lab. It's a little finger prick like a pen. I'm the only one who makes this test. I created this simple graphic to teach you how to do it. Message me. $50 a test kit. They go for $125. You see the Costco ad. Minimum order of 40. I wholesale them for you at $50 each. Minimum order of 40. Message me on my Facebook fan page. Say, Dr. V, I want 40 tests. I'll give it to you. That's it. I am pissed off today. Love you guys. Stay safe. I'm going to go cook some dinner. Bye.